Okay. Mhm. All right. I'm not kind of waiting for somebody because I'm not aware. I'm not sure that somebody can just join my stream right away. So I'll probably wait a little bit more. But just in case, if someone is already on the stream, hello and welcome for another edition of PugCast. Long waited because I want to say previous one was like 2 or 3 months before. So yeah, it's actually quite good to be back uh, with this format. And today, as you can see by a description, I have once again an amazing guest. Not only that a guest is a player, an admin, I want to say also a shoutcaster from time to time. And also, he's a great speedrunner. He still have few records on speedrun.com in Hitman category, and also in some game that called Gadgeteer. I'm never heard of that game. And most importantly, yes, more as you already mentioned, he will be one of the participants of today's official collaboration between IOI and Fraud 7 Speedrun community. And of course, we will wish him all the best and probably the win in this competition. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everybody in between, I'm glad to present to you the one and only Luke.png. Luke, hello and welcome.
Hello, thank you. Thank you for that intro. I do want to say though, I am not an admin and currently not a shoutcaster, thinking
Oh,
about becoming one, but yeah, neither of those things.
oh, for some reason I thought that you are an admin. I don't know why, but I thought about it.
That's fair. I mean, I voice my opinion on a lot of rules and stuff, so
Okay, okay. And yeah, the first question that I always ask in everybody, who was Luke.png, before Hitman, before Fraud 7 Speedrunning community, before all of that? Who was Luke before all of that?
um I mean, let's see, before how long did I start playing ago? Main thing I was doing was like running. I mean, especially like kind of all through school.
Mhm.
Cross country track was just a
Wow.
big runner, like long distance. Um, and so I've always kind of, yeah, loved racing and trying to be fast. I think that's what's really kept me into Hitman is just going fast, trying to be the fastest and kind of competing against myself.
Hmm.
Never really a big gamer though. I don't know. I played a lot of games, but I don't know how I got so into Hitman, what went wrong, but yeah, I got this is kind of the first game I ever got very into and really just went all the way.
Yeah, because the next question I wanted to ask why Hitman, but seems like you're not, as you said, not really a big gamer. And what Hitman did you start? You started from the Hitman 2016, I want to say, right? Or previous one?
No, I started World of Assassination, or I guess Hitman 3,
Oh.
um, like many of the new people got in it because of Atrioc, like was watching him,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and then started playing. Yeah, I started playing Hitman 3. First started like on Stadia, where they gave you just the season one maps for free. So for the longest time, I was just playing like season one. Um, but then eventually, I mean, still playing GeForce Now, but eventually got the whole game. Yeah, I'm a new head. You know, I never played the old games. Tried 2016 once, did not like it.
Yeah, because it's kind of different, yeah, especially. Well, I mean, I want to say one of the biggest differences is that like fire extinguisher is kind of little and probably illegal item if I'm recall it correctly, and there is no bush
I
techniques.
think it's yeah. Well, I mean, there's other boost techniques, but I feel like the main thing was just the movement. It just everything feels slow,
Mm-hmm.
and I just couldn't. I don't know. Going. I feel like Hitman's a fast enough game. And I'm used to that speed. go into anything else, it just feels so slow.
Yeah.
It's just hard to adapt.
Hmm. But yeah, because Hitman is probably like the only game that you're playing, or probably one of the few. Why exactly you decided to speedrun that game? Yeah, you already told that you like to be fast, like to compete in that kind of stuff. But why exactly? Like, what was the moment when you played it and then you like, yeah, I can do that as a speedrunner. I can do that faster than anybody.
Mm. Um. Well, so I did. I don't know. I feel like when I played it just casually, I would try to play it a little fast, but never really like speed running. I did one speed run like maybe like a month or two after I got the game. Was like the training level, and I got like a 20th place on that. But then I didn't do anything for like 6, 7 months, and then that was accidental. But didn't do anything for like 7 months, and then I saw on like a Reddit post that Zebulus, who I did not know at the time, had gotten a speed run, and I saw the time, and I thought I feel like I could beat that, so I did. And then I DM'd him. I was like, "Hey, I'm really sorry about this. Like, I just beat your run like right away." But luckily, he was very nice about it. And so we both kind of went back and forth. It was like patient zero, accidents only, like the whole campaign of that. Um, yeah, it was very mean, but luckily he took it well. And yeah, and then we both kind of joined the community at the same time. So like we've been speedrunning all at the same time. I feel like he's definitely got a bit better than me, at least with speedrunning. I've kind of moved on to roulette now, the more like challenge runs.
Yeah, and I want to say you're still holding a record for mentioned accidents category and for patient zero. So, do you think anybody can top this time, overthrown you as a first place?
100%. I feel like, I mean, the patient zero, do I still have like the campaign accidents for that whole, like that world record?
Hmm.
Yeah, that's, I think just no one has tried it, but I can't imagine it'd be that hard. I do imagine it probably got beat when Molotov came out, and like that was the accident, and then I assume just that got pushed aside when it became no longer possible, and yeah, no one's really thought about it. Maybe one day I'll go back and beat it, but yeah, I don't think any of the records I have are unbeatable by any means. It's just
Hmm.
there's so many category extensions, it's kind of hard to find some of the slow records.
Yeah, and I noticed actually on speedrunner.com, but some categories are uh, kind of like became obsolete. I want to say that's because of version of the game or something like this, because I'm not pretty sure why. And few of your runs, yeah, also became obsolete because
Mm-hmm.
it even showed that no longer possible. Is it because of the
Yeah.
version?
Yeah, well, each version, I mean, it feels like at this point, like every version, there's will be some breaking change where a certain run isn't possible. Like this last patch, or I guess not the one today, but the one before, broke like subdue boosts. So like
Mm.
any run that did that is broken. Broke a lot of other things, but I don't know, in a weird way, and I don't think we've actually figured out how to deal with all the no longer possible of that yet. It's taking a while, and we're still kind of hoping a patch will come and fix the stuff they broke. Because like the Mumbai Chawls cutscene is now like half the length it was, which makes runs that watch the whole cutscene no longer possible, which is
Mm.
kind of just an annoying thing. Um, yeah, so each patch pretty much things get broken, and we just gotta have to go through every run to see what's still possible, what's still not.
Yeah, yeah. And speaking about that, and you already mentioned one of the things that I want to ask you about. What is your favorite glitch or bug or something like this in Hitman Trilogy? So, like, what is your like
Hmm.
what is the coolest bank? I want to say probably something like this.
Mm-hmm. Um, that's tough. I would say. I mean, first thing is just like hyper boosting, violin, breacher.
Mm,
Um, not like going super high in the air, but just kind of going on top of buildings. I mean, that's it's just kind of fun to do, even if it's not for like a speed run. Um, I would say that's my favorite. I mean, I feel like even just casually, I would always try to do that for like in some run. It just makes things easier.
mhm.
Um, it's always a good feeling when you get it.
Yeah, and speaking
And
of,
also, I would say, yeah.
yeah, go
uh,
ahead, go ahead. Sorry, sorry, sorry.
I was gonna say like flower boosts as well, because those are just basically the same thing, but a lot more consistent. And those are very satisfying because you never have like that leg that you get with a violin boost.
Hmm.
They're very clean.
That's why I tried to say about the flower boost. If I am understood that right, you meant the flower boost in Bangkok, right? From the suit start. That flower boost?
Um, yeah, well, it's not. It's across. I mean, I think it's. I don't know all the maps it's in, but it's in multiple maps. Like I know it's in Paris as well, in like multiple flower
Mm.
pots in Bangkok. And I think also like some small chandeliers. I can't remember what was sent, but there's some other non-flower things that can do that same kind of boost. But yeah, just gotta find them. But it's mostly the flowers.
Oh, okay, okay. Because I
Yeah.
remember that specifically that boost because I, for some reason, decided that I can compete in speedrunning competition, and I joined it. You know, one of the previous one when you should like team up with another player, like duos speedrun competition, and there was
Oh yeah, yeah,
Colorado and Bangkok, like on contract on these two. And I saw a
yeah.
lot of players doing that, and I'm like, oh, wow, that's looking good. And I tried it, and as you said, it's actually like relatively easier because you just need to throw breach your charge to break the waves and just stand there and kind of boom, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I still don't know what flower pots actually all work for it, and because it's like a very, it's not every flower in the pot that you can boost off of. I don't even think it's actually the flower, if I remember correctly. It's like the grass or something, but that
Mhm.
might be wrong. But um,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's kind of the hard part is just finding it. But once you know where it is, then it's pretty easy. Yeah.
Yeah, and actually answering the question from Mika about oh my God, I can't speak. Yes, it is disconnected for some reason because if you put it uh, to track my voice or Luke's voice, it's working fine. But if you put it that to work on like output bus, for some reason it's delayed. I don't know why, but that's the problem. And yeah, by the way, chat, you can also ask a question to Luke. So why not? Because you viewers, you can ask him some questions. And yeah, let's go to a slightly different topic about the games. As you said once again, and I already mentioned it, that you mostly play in Hitman, and I saw yeah you have at least two records in different games, which is Gadgeteer and I forgot the another one, but VR game. And but I just want to ask you, is there any other games apart from these three that you kind of interested in, kind of played it and enjoy it and playing from time to time?
Um, I would say, I don't know, at least like recently, I feel like it's mostly been like VR games. Like I was playing Half-Life Alyx.
Mm.
Uh, I was really enjoying that. Yeah, but like Gadgeteer, I don't know, I did enjoy that, but I kind of just did that speed run because I was again for like how I started Hitman, I just saw the first time, like the time on the boards, and I thought I'm sure I could beat that. Um, And then I feel like was the other one Sniper Elite VR that I have a record in.
Oh, okay, okay.
I think that was it. That was also that one I was just kind of bored and was enjoying like VR games. Um, but I did just recently replay Just Cause 4. I really like that game.
Mm, s-
Um, Not as much. I mean, the story's like good, but that's just a good game to like fuck around in. Um, Kind of different creative options you can go with, like not like Hitman, but just I don't know, I just feel like there's a lot of creativity you can have in that open world, which is very fun.
mhm. Okay, and yeah, speaking about VR, did you play Hitman VR?
I did. Um, I did like when it first came out, or a little after it came out, like once I could play it. I think once I got my PC, and it was just really, I don't know, it was really bad. Like it was clearly not much heart put into it. Uh, everything just felt very awkward playing. I think I did a stream where I was playing, and yeah, I don't know, it's just very awkward movement. But then I redid, like I played again when they supposedly fixed everything, and I couldn't remember what it was like, but it still did not feel that nice. It was not, you know, the most intuitive,
Mm-hmm.
but it was, I don't know, like if it was the first VR game I ever played, then maybe it'd be a lot more enjoyable. But having played some where like it's made for VR and they kind of had that in mind, it's tough to, go to Hitman and try to have a good time.
Yeah. Any chance that we can participate in VR roulette at any time?
Um, like one person VR and just competing in normal roulette, or like everyone in
Everyone,
VR.
everyone, everyone in VR.
I don't know how many participants we would get, but I would be down to try that.
Because I'm gonna say that that is going to be so hard for people to play it. Because the standard roulette is hard, but VR roulette might be much harder.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I feel like you could probably do a lot of the same strats you do, but they would just come up to some random thing and it would just be wildly different. Like I think side KOing or like, melee KOing still barely works. It's really weird. Um, and so like not being able to do that and throwing is kind of awkward. I don't know. I would love to do it, but I don't think I would have a good time doing it like once I'm actually playing, but it would be fun.
Mhm.
Maybe at least like a show match or something.
Yeah, and actually, there is a question in the chat. Would VR be much slower? My approach to that question, I want to say no, because in VR you kind of running faster than in just a normal version. But I'm not sure if that's true. At least it feels like
Um,
you're running faster than normally.
it does feel like you're going faster. I don't know if that's true, but also I feel like each thing you do would probably take like 10 extra seconds to try to remember how to do and like how to not like so you feel like you have to be a lot more careful just with how, the throwing is like the melee KOing, like I said.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's not as just straightforward, especially when you haven't played it as much as just regular Hitman. Yeah, I would love to do a show match for Ciani. I think that would be very fun because I know he has VR.
Yeah, that should be epic. Probably we can get it this RRWC. Who knows? Before the final.
That would
And
be very fun.
yeah, and yeah, speaking about the community, Pro 7 Spiral community, what is your first impression when you came here? Like, who was the first people that you noticed, like that you kind of recognize? Like, what was that like? How was your first impression? Yeah.
Um, I don't know. I think it took me a while to actually join F7.
Hmm.
Like I was in, like when I started speedrunning kind of with Zeb, and like once he started streaming, like we had a Discord just for like category extension speedruns, um, with like a few other people. I think it's gone now, sadly, but I think it was like Papier, uh, Tista, Lord Monk, um,
Mm,
Sparkles. I feel like definitely some other people that I'm not remembering, but I wish I could look back at that. But it took me a while. Like I was in there for a while, just the goats really. And I was in there for a while and did not join F7. Then I think I joined Lego Stuffers before I joined F7 because I
mm,
got invited to that by Sleaze. Um, and even then, like I'd never really talked much. Uh, and so joining once I did eventually join F7, like I didn't really talk much. I didn't really wasn't very active. Like I didn't do roulette at that time. Was not really thinking about doing roulette. It always just seemed very daunting. Um, I think I did some of the mini comps, but I don't know. I can't really think of like any first impressions of people, at least in F7. Like I feel like it was all very slow, slow burn of getting to know people.
mm. All right, all right. Um, Another question about the community, probably a little bit harder, but uh, who who do you want to see to came back? Because there's a lot of players, even the winners, who doesn't play now. So, is there any names
Hmm.
that you wanted to return to roulette action?
Hmm. Um, I would like to see Sleaze come back, keep up his 100% win rate. I think he can do it. Um, I feel like I haven't been here long enough to see people stop playing. I'd like to see Danny come back.
Hmm.
Uh, I'm sure he's living his best life though, not of being obsessed with this game, but I don't know. I feel like Danny was the main person like that I've seen in my time, like seen stop playing.
Hmm.
Because I feel like a lot of people were before I started playing, or even like I started paying attention to roulette. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I can't really think of anyone. I mean, I think Danny for sure, and Sleazeball
Yeah.
as
Okay.
a prayer.
And yeah, actually, we have few questions from chat. First one: who or what inspires you? Asks PGRO.
That is a great question. Hmm. I would say I feel like it's different between like speed running and actually roulette.
Mm-hmm.
um, Speed running, I would say, hmm, I don't know. That's tough. I would say like Vez. I don't know about like inspire. I don't know if anyone really inspires me, but just her execution is always so insane. Um, and so that I don't know, kind of I always want to get to that, but I definitely don't put in the effort to get to that. But it's always a very, I don't know, watching her speed runs. It is inspiring almost. So like, it makes me want to speed run and like want to just be great. But then I try and kind of remember it takes effort to get to that skill level, and so I just don't.
Yeah.
For roulette, I don't really know. That is tough. Like I feel like there's a lot of great players. Um, hmm. I don't know, I do like both Time and Moo. I really like just because of their both. I feel like just how they think about the game and like their efforts of documenting strats and like creating these resources for people is I really do like that and kind of that side of roulette, um, which is definitely yeah. I feel like that's definitely kind of something I'd love to see, and I love how they're both making efforts to push that side of roulette.
Mhm. Just in case, because I think we had a few legs, and can you just, in short, like term, repeat the answer for both for speedrun and roulette, just in case if people missed it.
Okay, in short, for speedrunning, Vesley because she's goaded. For roulette, Moo and Time because they're goaded and make good resources.
Yeah, thank you for that. Because I don't know why, but I drop in frame like crazy from time to time. I don't know why. And yeah, there is
Yeah,
another
I think
question.
IOI is just coming after us.
Oh crap! Oh crap! Yeah, there is another great question from the chat. What's the one strat you wish you could get right consistently?
Hmm. I'm trying to think through like every map. Um, I don't feel like there's a strat necessarily that I don't know that I want to do that I can't do consistently. I don't really try to do like inconsistent strats that much. And I also have like a very baseline kind of I feel like base like knowledge of strats and then everything else, you know, if I don't know how to do something like it's just improv a lot of the
Mm.
time. Like I'm not really, you know, I don't have this strat in mind a lot of the times that I really want to do, but it's, inconsistent. It's just I kind of don't know how to do it and I've never practiced it, or it's just not like a real strat. And so
Mhm.
I feel like I very much don't have like a lot of set strats in my head that I like to do. Um, yeah, I can't really think. I don't know. It's kind of a lot of stuff I just do and just pray it works.
But yeah, actually, I have a great option for you. I hope you will agree with me. How about triple
Mm-hmm.
ISO as a hacker on Colorado?
Mm. That is a good one. I feel like I feel like I rarely start hacker, even if it's a good choice.
Mm.
I mean, the only part that chokes me up is Sean. I can't really. Yeah, I guess I'm not very good at that. Um, so I
Because
guess that will be my answer. But yeah.
yeah, because he's kind of sketchy on timing. Because I want to say it's not even seconds, it's like milliseconds when you can KO him or not. So that's sketchy one.
Hmm. I mean, to be fair, though, that's another one where it's like I just don't know how to do it. Like I just have not put the effort into like practicing it. So it's always, come match time, if I think I should try it, I'll try it and just pray I can remember from when I've seen of other people doing it and from my time doing it before in a match. Um, which I think is a thing for a lot of things where I just don't put in the practice for some of these strats and just kind of hope I can remember. And sometimes it works and then I'm happy and that fuels me to do it again.
Yeah. Actually, we have a few more questions from the chat. One of the questions from PGR: will you ever place higher than Knife plays? And before you answer this question, I wanna answer for you because PGR, yes, Luke will because in today's competition there's only 8 players, so there's no way he can be lower than 8.
Um, that is true. I do think for roulette though, I have no idea. I still barely get how bracket structures work, so I don't know what I have to do to get ninth in this tournament. Um, but I feel like winning first round has put me in a okay place. We'll see though. But I do tell myself the only time I'm gonna get higher than ninth is if I win. Like I'm not
Mm,
gonna settle for less than that. So if I don't think I can win, then I'm gonna slow down, take some losses.
yeah, that's nice attitude. Nice attitude. And yeah, another question from chat before I will ask my question about the dog in your picture. Is it your dog? And if it's so,
It
what's its name?
it is my brother's dog, and her name is Pearl.
Pearl. Wow.
Mm-hmm. She's a lot more grown up than that picture now, but
By the way, in your Twitch account profile picture, it's also her, right?
uh no, my Twitch and YouTube is my old dog, Gracie,
Mm,
which was like our family's dog.
mm,
So both golden retrievers, but yeah, different generations.
definitely. All right, all right. Yeah, yeah, very nice, very nice. Okay, now two questions from me, a little bit more
Mm-hmm.
serious, probably, probably.
Whoa.
Well,
Okay.
not that serious, not that serious. Don't you worry. But there is a lot of discussions war in the community about the new kill conditions, like I don't know, like shoot the plane for Silvio, or what else, like in Santa Fortuna for Jorge to put him in cocaine machine, and etc. etc. etc.
Mm-hmm.
What's your take on the new kill conditions? What do you think about them? And is there any kill condition newly added that you wanted to get rid of?
Um, I mean, we'll just start off first. One that I want to get rid of. I feel like one I would want to get rid of the most is probably Vanya Pool Boom.
Mm.
Um, yeah, it was not. I don't know. To be fair, I haven't learned it yet, so that could just be that talking. And I just overall kind of haven't learned Mumbai. Um, so that could be kind of that talking. But um, overall, with like unique kills, I'm not a fan. A lot of them, I don't know, they just kind of seem, I feel like a lot of people have already said this and stuff, but like just added them to add them. Uh, like a lot just don't really feel that needed, especially like I don't know. I think it's Quatility that hates it, but like feed the hippo. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that one is like it's not even that hard. It doesn't really derail you that much. It's just doing hippo ISO, but there's no I don't know. There's like almost nothing to it, which is kind of why it sucks so much. And it's not like a certainly consumed kill where that's like a kill that a lot of targets can have. Like it's added deliberately, kind of from nothing to have this extra kill, which I think is just I don't know, not too necessary. Same thing with like Sauna, like that's just forcing an ISO.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I mean, at least with like Sauna, you can kind of like make that choice. I mean, I feel like I ran a lot and maybe found one or two spins where you couldn't start Sweet to make him, to make Yuki go faster. Um, but almost always like, I mean, then you can argue like having to start Sweet, makes it a little interesting because you're kind of coming at it from a new position. But I don't know, especially those ones where it's just a forced ISO feels, yeah, not that necessary. And I'm not a big fan of them.
Yeah, and especially with the pool bloom, because this is fan favorite. Everybody enjoy that, especially when one dame. In multiple Mumbai's, it's like in every each Mumbai there was a Pumbul, so yeah, everybody like that. And actually, follow-up question from Skunkle from chat: if the unique kills were non-target KO only, it may make them more relevant.
Um, I mean, it would just make them harder, but it wouldn't really. I don't know. It wouldn't really change the fact to me that they are kind of arbitrary.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah, and like Pidgey said, a lot are NTKO. Um, but like at least with, I don't know, like Rico, I don't know how long he stays down by the hippo place, but if you just kind of plan it a little bit, you can get down there while he's hanging out. Um, Sana is NTKO. I think it's slower to like KO her. Uh, what's the other one? Plane. That's NTKO.
Hmm.
What other ones are there?
Uh,
Boom
sh-
Boom. I think it
Bobo.
has to be NTKO. Yeah, I don't think. I think you. I don't think you get away with KOing her. Um,
Yeah,
yeah. So
yeah,
I feel like it wouldn't really make that much of a difference.
yeah, seems legit. Yeah. And yeah, speaking about unique kills, slightly different question. What should you suggest to improve roulette? Like probably new rules or new stuff, or probably bring back something that banned because from time to time everybody uh, yelling at admins, trying to made them bring back cover aims and something like this. So
Mm-hmm.
what if you like for one day you became a Red Rivals president? What should you change?
Um, I think cover aims I would for sure want to see back. I love them. They're like, especially even if we just brought them back for Chongqing, like that was that made the map for me. Uh,
Mm,
ever since then, it just went downhill. Um, but I would love to see those back. I'm fine, cover aims, but no like particle boosting. Um, especially since they're almost always, itemless. I don't know. Definitely probably biased with that, but I would love to see cover aims back, and
mhm,
that would definitely be my first action if I was Froat for a day.
mhm. Anything else, or just let's start with the cover aims?
Um, honestly, I mean, there's really not much other than like just unique kills that I don't really like. I'd probably get rid of those,
Hmm.
but yeah, honestly, other than that, like I feel like there's not many rules that I don't like, or like rules that I want to see added. Um,
Maybe you,
yeah, and I would like. Oh, yeah, what were you gonna say?
yeah, I tried to say maybe you wanted to add some maps like train or probably the night Marrakesh or night Bangkok, something like this.
Um, I would probably no, I would not want to add any maps. I feel like it's already. I don't know. I feel like we got a good thing going. Uh, and at a certain point, and I mean, it seems like a lot honestly hasn't changed in the last little bit, except like unique kills and I guess kind of boosting. Uh, with where we went like change the rules like once every thing just to test stuff out.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, I mean, I would like it to get to a place where it's just a consistent rule set, and we can kind of I don't know, then like the tournament can kind of grow from there. Uh, which right now it still feels like there's some experimenting, especially with like unique kills, and I don't know what else you know we will be experimenting with, but like we've done, yeah, experiments with boost, changing the rules on that. Now I've been doing unique kills, which I don't know, feels like it'll end with almost all of them just being gone or just a couple left. Because there's not really many more we can add, and I feel like a lot are now that people have tried them. not very favored.
Hmm. Okay, okay. And speaking about the competition itself, about Red Rivals and about RRWC, which is currently happening. With RR now going to Swiss format, so in the group stage, like you play against the player with the same win rate. What do you think about
Hmm.
that change? So, like if you, for example, lost 2 games, you're playing against someone who also lost 2 games. So, what do you think about that
Hmm.
change?
I love it. I think it's definitely. I don't know. I really enjoy it. I think it's great.
Hmm.
I think it's because it's what I really liked about like RWC is even if you can't win a match, you'll get to play like 6, 8 matches. Um, and so like with Swiss, being able to get a lot of experience other than just playing 2 matches and then getting knocked out, like I definitely think it's a good change.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, and I'm happy they switched to that.
Yeah, and actually, do you think that that format, like Swiss format, is giving new players more to I don't know to feel the ride, to enjoy it? Like, or do you think that with that it's kind of lower the player level or skill because like everybody can play and even like someone like me who obviously doesn't great at playing roulette, but I'm still need to play 6 matches, so like, well, kind of like this. So, do you think it's actually great, or do you think it's actually lowering the skill? Because I heard that argument a few times.
I don't think we have enough players to say just to like be picky about who we want playing and like how many people we want playing. I think
Hmm.
you know I feel like if we can get as many players as possible, that's going to be a net positive. And after the Swiss stage, then it's going to be the people who qualified, and so that's like what really matters. Like it's not going to. I don't really get that argument like where that's coming from. Um, but yeah, like if especially if someone has like 2 bad matches or if they're pinned up against 2 of the best people in like a normal double kit or a double knockout uh, bracket, like they won't really get a chance to shine. Like we don't know. Like it's hard to know if they'll be good. If they're after that first match, they might just kind of be getting used to the format. So being able to have like multiple matches to kind of show how you can play, I feel like is definitely beneficial.
Hmm. And before I will ask a question about RRWC, current one, a quick question, slightly less serious, but I wanna hear from you best map and the worst map in 3 categories. As a casual player, as a speedrunner, and as a roulette player. Best and the worst map in Trilogy.
Okay. Casual, I would say just I don't know, most basic answer, Sapienza. I did
Hmm.
really like that map. Um, and I feel like kind of a little less and less the more I've played, but that just might be as a speedrunner and a roulette player talking. So when I was strictly casual, I think Sapienza for sure.
Hmm.
Um, speedrunner is tough. Trying to think through the maps. Um, I feel like I'm trying to think of like both kind of perspective of just like normal speedruns and category extensions.
Hmm.
Uh, I mean, I do really like speedrunning Sapienza, like with category extensions. Um, and I was always kind of, I don't know, I did really like the speedrun strat also for Sapienza, which don't want to answer that twice, but I feel like I might have to.
It's okay, it's okay.
Um, but for roulette, I would say, um, I mean, probably Berlin. I
Mm.
feel like just a little less so as I've kind of slowly gotten better at it because it's kind of, I don't know, I start to like see like the answer more often. But I feel like when I was worse at it, it was a lot more fun because it was, I don't know, I feel like I had a lot more freedom to just go with any target and like just run around, like kind of had a lot more creativity. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but now as I've gotten better, like a little less so, but I would still say Berlin is probably the most fun like roulette map.
Mm-hmm. But what about the worst in
Worst,
all?
oh right,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Uh, worst for casual. Um, I mean, I don't know if I should count like Hawke's Bay just since that's barely a map.
Mm.
Um, but I would probably say, I don't know. I hated Bangkok
Wow.
like casually, and I don't know if that was very deserved. I don't know really why I hated it that much, but I feel like I have to go with that. I don't know, something about it just I just did not like at all. Um, and I just feel like it doesn't have that much kind of going on for it.
Mm.
So I'll say Bangkok for casual.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like it's hard or anything. It's just I don't know, not very. Yeah, I feel like it doesn't have kind of as much like little hidden things or like multiple kind of scenes, if you will.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, for speedrunning, worst map, um, probably Marrakesh. I'm not good. I don't know. I'm not very good at the speedrun strat for Marrakesh. I never liked like category extensions for Marrakesh.
Mm.
Um, I don't know. It was never. I think I was never happy to go to Marrakesh. Uh, yeah, and I feel like it was the like at least for like blindfold, like it was the one I was kind of dreading the most. And so I think for sure, I think for speedrunning, I'd say Marrakesh.
Mm-hmm.
For roulette, probably I don't know, probably Dartmoor. I think it's yeah, it's like fast, but also I feel like like New York is fast, but there's at least some variability like in
Mm-hmm.
disguise and it can kind of throw you off. But Dartmoor really doesn't have I feel like enough going for it to
Okay.
make it interesting.
Yeah, and actually, there's at least one sad joker somewhere in the world after what you just said. But actually, Bangkok, your answer about the Bangkok is actually kind of interesting because I never thought that, about the Bangkok as a hard map for just casual play through. Because for me,
Well, I don't necessarily think it's hard. I just didn't really like it.
it's the worst map, yeah. But I mean,
Mm.
because for me, worst map should be probably. Well, and, yeah, as you said, Hawke's Bay. It's not even a map. It's just training camp or something like this. But
Yeah.
but worst for casual playthrough, I would also like to say Dartmoor, because when you play it first time, most likely you will go for the private investigator mission story.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, you can spend like, I don't know, like 30, 40 minutes just for finding the clues, finding the right um, application, something like this. So yeah, but that move is so fast and so quick, but you forced to spend a lot of time there. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Dartmoor is kind of sucks for casual playthrough. I don't know.
I don't know. I was really enjoying the whole private detective story personally. But like, to be fair, um, I don't know. It was a little kind of annoying because it felt like that was a little forced. Kind of
Mm-hmm.
that's like the way to do it, um, which wasn't necessarily complaining because it was pretty fun doing it, and like the different endings you could have. But yeah, it did take a while, which is fair.
Yeah. And now to RRWC, current one. You advanced from a pretty hard group. You advanced from third place and with Mika, Scruffy, and Zai. So,
Mm-hmm.
few words from about the group stage. How hard it was for you to advance. Any pinpoints about your performance in the group stage alone?
Um, yeah, I mean, I don't know, I feel like I played pretty well overall. First match, uh, I didn't play that well, but also, I mean, I didn't play horribly, and Zai definitely did well taking that win. Um, and then who else was in the group? Uh, I don't know. At
Mika's
least the two matches.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Mika's
Like the two other
stuff, yeah.
matches that stood by, yeah, were Scruffy and Mika,
Hmm.
like stood out. Scruffy, that was a very fun match, just with the two photo finish ties to end it.
Hmm.
Um, and I mean, all of them were photo finish, but uh, the Sapienza wasn't really that close. But yeah, the two photo finish ties were very fun, and then tying Mika was also very fun. I don't know, like Scruffy, like both players, I think on a good day I can beat, but um, I feel like it's going to be very competitive, and I'm glad both matches were competitive, except like me and Mika's Berlin. But
Hmm.
um, other than that, yeah, those were probably my two favorite matches. I feel like I played well, which I'm just always happy about, you know, whether or not I lose.
Yeah. And actually, Joker is rating us now. So yeah, hello Joker, hello Raiders. And just for record, I want to say that Luke said that he hates Dartmoor. So there you go. Just in
I
case.
did say that. I will stand by that.
But yeah, that's all for interview. And yeah, now as I said, you advanced to KO stage. You already played your first match, and I want to say you had a kind of hard opponent, which is Super 47, because he is a great player.
Mm-hmm.
But you managed to beat him 6-2, and now you're probably going to have a little bit tougher challenge because you have Dane Nomas as your opponent. Any thoughts about
Mm-hmm.
Reaper in that match and your next match against Dane?
Um, I mean, I was definitely, at least for Reaper, I was definitely scared. Uh, yeah, he's a at least intimidating player to me. Um, yeah, I was a bit worried. Berlin though, like I felt competent when we were playing, but then I got like that last minute rip, which ultimately didn't change the outcome of it. He was gonna win either way, but um, I don't know, just kind of having it be at least close enough uh, gave me a little confidence going into it. Um, and then Dubai was not as good as it could have been when I soft locked Marcus, but I'm happy that worked out. And then New York was a big struggle. I was trying the wall bang for the medic on Athena
Mm-hmm.
and just forgot how to actually do it, so was really struggling with that. Somehow managed to do it with, you know, thankfully Reaper ripped, but uh, yeah. Then SF, I feel like I've had two, you know, the last two SFs I've played, I've been happy with, just where I'm actually, feel like I know what I'm doing, which is kind of surprising for me on that map. So overall, I was happy with that map, or I was happy with that match, and I'm again scared for Dane. I think I can, be competitive with him, uh, and I think I want to say I've beat him I don't know if that's actually true. I feel like I got close maybe. Um, but either way, like we've definitely played each other. Um, and I definitely, if I didn't beat him, I held my own. So I feel like it will be a good match as long as, I play well. He did pick Mumbai though, so that'll be a struggle for me. I might just have to phone that one in and hope for good RNG.
Yeah, and actually, I want to say you did beat him because head to head it's 1-0-0. So yeah, you did beat him.
Okay. Do you know the score on that? How
Um,
close was that?
Actually, I checked a compare page, but let me actually see what that match was. Just in a few short seconds. It was from RRWC 2023 in the loser bracket round 3,
Oh wow.
and you beat
Okay.
him 6-4. So that was close.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so I mean, I think that was 2 years ago, so a
Hmm.
lot has changed, but I do think I've gotten better, and I'm sure he's gotten better. So yeah, I think it'll be a good match, but I'm definitely scared. Um, we'll see.
Yeah. And last question about RRWC. Who do you think is going to win this year's tournament?
Um, hmm, that's tough. I don't feel like I need to look at the bracket real quick.
Yeah, sure.
Uh, I feel like a safe bet. I would say in for fun. Um, I mean,
Hmm.
I just feel confident in him. I did not make a prediction, so I'm not, I don't have anyone I need to win for that. But uh, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of good players. It's definitely tough to pick out one for sure. I think in for fun, like, is probably standout, maybe Scruffy next. Um, then, yeah, like Alf is there. I don't know. That might be like top three who I might think will win. Not necessarily who I'll think would be in the top three, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
But I feel like one of those three will be in the finals for sure. Um, yeah, I don't know if I can do it. It would be fun, but um, as long as I don't get worse than ninth, I'll be happy.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that's I want to say that's a safe pick to pick Infofan, pick Scruffy and Owl because they are great players, and
Mm-hmm.
Infofan and Scruffy won a lot of them of these tournaments, and Alf is the previous finalist in RR17. So yeah, that's kind of safe pick. And before last two questions of this, because I would like to talk you much longer, but I understand that you need to go because there will be, a little
Oh
bit of
wow,
competition.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Didn't
But
realize the time. Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, before two last questions, I wanna ask few like abstract different question, quick ones. And the
Mm-hmm.
first goes like, what is your favorite sports team?
Um, I mean, I would say the Portland Blazers. Uh, not really. I mean, they're nothing really significant right now, but it's got to root for the home team.
Mm.
So I'd say the Trailblazers.
Uh, is it NBA team or because I'm not
Yeah, NBA.
NBA? All right,
Yeah,
all
that's
right.
fair.
Okay, yeah, because once again, I'm not familiar with American sports that much.
Yeah, you're good.
Favorite movie?
Favorite movie? Probably Indiana Jones: Last Crusade.
Oh wow, wow, yeah,
I just, mm-hmm.
that's interesting
Hard to
pick.
beat that for me.
Wow, okay, okay. Favorite TV series?
Ooh, I think that one's a bit tougher. Probably, I feel like had to pick, a show to just watch right now, I'd say Psych, if you know that.
No, no, I'm not aware of this show.
It's a very good show. Uh, it's a comedy about a fake psychic detective. Um,
Mm.
would definitely recommend it.
Wait, maybe I heard about it. Oh yeah, I heard about it. Yeah. I did not watch that, but yeah, I heard about this. Yeah. Okay, nice pick,
Yeah,
nice pick.
it's
Yeah,
very good.
yeah. And the last of the quick questions: favorite artist.
Um, hmm, that one's tough. Very recently, I've been listening to a lot of Ezra Bell. They're a band from Portland, where I'm from.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I've been listening to them for a while, but kind of, especially recently, I've just been listening to a lot. And also like the lead singer and like songwriter of them died just last year. So it's kind of a yeah, like they're pretty much done because he's kind of the main driver of that band.
Yeah.
Uh, so it's been a bit sad, but they did just come out with like I don't know if it'll be their last album, but just like, an album of the last works that he's done, which was very good.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, and he's got a very, very unique voice, so definitely kind of not really someone that you can replace.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, probably I should check them. Ezra Bell, right?
Yeah,
Okay, I should check them. And to end this amazing podcast, I always ask him two questions. Ezra Berg, not Ezra Berg. He barely can talk. And yeah, I always asking my friends, I mean my friends and my guests, two important questions. First of all, uh, what do you think is your most, I don't know, like the best accomplishment as a Hitman player, no matter in roulette terms or speedrunner terms? Like, what is your greatest achievement?
um, I would say probably for sure my blindfolded season one. Uh, that I mean wasn't honestly necessarily like the hardest thing I've done, but just the time put into that of practicing and absolute like mental draining of, not being able to do anything except play the game. Like I can't listen to music or watch anything. Like I just have to be sitting there in the dark playing. And so I don't know, I was very happy with that. And I'd like to get like a faster time, but I just don't know if I can put myself through that again. It was very tough.
Hmm. And the last question. It's kind of the same, but what is your greatest achievement as a human being?
Human being, whoa. Um, I don't know. That one's a lot tougher.
Mm-hmm.
I probably wouldn't say I don't know any Hitman thing. Um, I feel like nothing I've ever done in Hitman has I feel like been that impressive. Um, I don't know. I would say at least like where kind of not a specific achievement, but just when I used to run and I'm trying to get back to it now, but just kind of how good I was back then. I feel like kind of that was a good big achievement for me, especially just when I'm competing against myself.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I think not a very big achievement in the terms of like um, it's like big news or anything, but yeah, just kind of getting in that shape and like kind of being able to compete at the level I did. I feel like uh, was definitely a big achievement for me.
Okay, yeah, that's
which
nice.
hopefully I can get back to that. Yeah,
Yeah, that's nice. And actually, already chat corrected me because I asked about achievement as a human being, and SRP already said that human being. I thought he was a dog. So
yeah, I'm used to that by now. I just kind of translated for myself after you said that. Of
yeah, and yeah, thank you for joining my podcast. That was amazing. I enjoyed that.
course, thank you for having me.
Yeah, and before I go, of course, I wanted to wish you luck in the competition, which is collaboration between
Thank you.
AI. Yeah, I hope you will do well. And
Hope so
if,
too.
yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody knows about that, but if you don't, there will be speedrun competition. There's going to be Luke, Zebola, Throat, Munga, who else? Link, who else? I forgot already. But yeah, it's
I forgot who said, but Atrioc. Did you get Atrioc?
oh yeah, Atriac, Spectacle also yes.
Yeah. Um, I think you got everyone. Not too many people. And then in for fun, Time Cube with their show match,
Hmm.
which I think is after um, the contract comp. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. Yeah. GNP. Yeah. Oh my God, I forgot GNP.
Oh, did you
Sorry.
not say
So
Gempi? Okay.
no. Yeah, GNP. Yeah.
Um,
And yeah, this is going to be played and performed on official Hitman channel in 24 minutes. But before that, I will end the podcast on this. Yeah, once again, thank you, Luke, for joining in, and thank you, everybody, for watching this. I hope you as well enjoyed it. Any last words for the people in the chat?
um, no, just yeah. Thank you everyone for listening. Uh, and I'm excited for the next podcast. Excited to see who's next.
I hope I can bring that person to the podcast because it's so hard. That person is so busy. Oh my God! But I hope I can do that.
Is it Vesley?
I'm not going to tell you yet. I'm not. But yeah, once again,
Okay, I'm excited either way.
yeah, thank you everybody and see you around. And please remember, in 23 minutes there will be competition. Go to official Red, not Red, sorry, official Hitman Twitch channel in that time. And yeah, let's see that competition who will win, and that might be Luke. Who knows? So yeah, and with that being said, thank you once again and goodbye.
Bye.